to compete live joined by one of the busiest men in boxing, Dean Whyte. Dean, thanks for coming to spend your time today with the Boston press conference on Friday night. How are you? What did you think of the press?
Yeah, it seemed quite calm, seemed quite, everyone seems relaxed. Everyone looks like they're just ready for show business on Friday night, man, you know what I mean? It's a good fight. Linus and my guy, Too Sharp and Linus, whichever way you have it. But it's a good 50-50 fight, man, you know what I mean? So I'm here, I'm going to support my local man, he's from my local town, around the Wandsworth Road there. I'm from like Cap and Bricks anyway, so he's a power man. So, I'm going to support him. I feel like he should have the edge, he was a former British champion. Should just have a little bit more experience than Linus, but who knows if that will be the difference. But Linus is coming off some really good wins. He's had some good fights, and he's a solid campaigner, good amateur pedigree before. So I feel like, it's going to be a really, really good fight. Maybe it's underrated. It doesn't seem to be the great push for it. It seems a bit quiet, going under the radar somewhat. But maybe because it's What's the Man Channel 5, it's not, they haven't got the push what maybe like a Matchroom would have, or like maybe a Front Warren would have. But look, they're building a stable, and they're trying to build something for the future. But it's good, They've got the Channel 5 now, the TV slot. Let's see how good the numbers will do. Let's see how good the show is.
Yeah. Really looking forward to it. Interested to get your thoughts on the venue as well. People that don't know, it's in the Indigo O2, so the O2 but not quite the O2, but inside the O2. What are your thoughts on that place of the venue?
I'm not fond of that venue. It's okay. It's not the greatest. It's the way it's situated is not the greatest. It's all down to bums on seats. I don't know how they do it and what their numbers are going to be. It's not easy to put bums on seats and get the right things, but you got to work. If you're bringing, I don't know, is that guy Reynolds on there? Is he on there?
Yeah.
Oh, he sells a bit of tickets, I've heard. So he might be bringing some numbers, but it's not easy, especially if you're putting on guys that are not from London. You got to understand the logic of where the people are coming from, the demographic, and try and work out who's your biggest ticket seller and place them strategically. You're putting on guys who are from Luton, it's a bit difficult. They're fans. Some people might travel, some might not. You know what I mean? So you got to maneuver the table accordingly, but it's not always as easy. So, but like I said, they got TV, they got budget, so they can put on anyone really if you look at that, and they just run it. But for me, on my shows, we're doing bums on seats. We make sure we got the numbers, and we make sure we try and get the best people on the platform as possible. But as well, I sell tickets myself, so it's all good. I'm a local boy, so a lot of local people.
Absolutely. Did you hear Kelly Sowland calling the main event a London derby between Luton and Buatsi? I wasn't so sure about that point. I'd be interested to see what you thought about it as well.
I didn't hear it, but who's from Buatsi? Obviously, Denzel's from Buatsi, Wandsworth Road.
Yeah. Linus is from Luton. Kelly Sowland called it a London derby. It's got a few strange looks.
Listen, I get it. He's trying to drum up the thing, but it's not a derby in the least. But anyway, they're from the UK. That's as close as we can say about the whole situation.
Yeah. Absolutely. Really want to talk about your show as well. John Holling Jr., Tony Banj, looks like a really stacked cards.
It's a packed one, man.
Yeah. What should people look at? What should people look out for? What's the main one?
I think look, right now, like we're at the grassroots level, and we do put on a great production. I put on entertainment because it's value for your money. I'm trying to give as well, because we don't have TV or anything behind us just yet. So we got to work, and the guys are on there. We've got some good young prospects up and coming who are doing their things. We're still waiting for some medicals for a title fight. Hopefully that should come in the next couple of days. But there's been a lot of stuff, in the background, which is, as you get into this business, it's getting trickier and harder. A lot of the matchmaking is difficult. A lot of the fights aren't getting sanctioned, so I've had a lot of pullouts actually, but this time from the journeyman, and then I've had to replace them. So it's still got a nightmare even replacing two as we speak now. But I'm just saying, look, listen, whatever it is, we just need to pay the money and just get it done, because I haven't got time for messing around, because the show has to go on, and I'm trying to get it stacked as possible. You know what I mean? I spend a lot of money on these shows and make sure the production and the level of everything is as high as possible. It's going to be nice weather, 24 on Saturday, so everyone comes out dressed to impress and then look their best and enjoy their night. And we're going to have great food. We're going to have the 360 machine, we're going to have the punch machine, and we might have some like entertainment with artists, but we just all of these are still down to the wire to make sure that they get across the line. But I mean, look, in general, it's going to be a great show, prospect building, grassroots, but we're trying to be a breed of our own and in a section of our own, because that's what we got to separate ourselves from everyone else.
Absolutely. It would be great to get some time with you, some other point about how you put these shows on and how difficult it is, because it sounds pretty stressful and it's clearly not an easy thing to do, but maybe that's for another time. Final question from me, Dean. Next weekend, Joshua Buatsi, Craig Richards. I know you've got something to say. Talk me through this fight. What are your thoughts?
Man, that's going to be a crazy fight. Look, Buatsi is the man that went to the Olympics. Everyone's raving and talking about him, that he's a killer and so on. Craig's the humble man that's done it the hard way and has been a silent assassin. That's, beaten everyone that's been in front of him nearly beat Bivol, who battered Canelo on the weekend. So Craig's stock should rise. For me, Craig is actually more experienced and level-wise than Buatsi, but they're making out that they want to trick the public that Buatsi is ahead of him and so on. Buatsi is the star in Matchroom's eyes, and Craig's there. He's the unsung hero that's not getting the credit he deserves and getting pushed out. He's the man that they try and, every fight is like his last fight if he loses, but he wins. And that's what it looks like to me.